Apple's foldable iPhone is no longer just a distant rumor. After more than a decade of leaks, patents, and internal prototyping, multiple reliable sources now agree. Apple's first folding iPhone is finally coming as part of the fall 2026 lineup. This device, widely referred to as the iPhone Fold in leaks, is expected to launch alongside the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max, and it's already being described as the biggest redesign in iPhone history. Unlike many Android foldables that simply shrink a tablet into a tall, narrow phone, Apple has reportedly chosen a book-style design that's wider than it is tall. That means the device will feel more like a compact iPad when opened than a stretched smartphone. The inner display is said to use a 4:3 aspect ratio, just like an iPad, and when fully unfolded, it will be roughly the size of an iPad mini, turning the device into a true hybrid between iPhone and iPad. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has even called this project the most significant overhaul in the iPhone's history, underscoring just how transformative Apple expects this form factor to be. Closed, the foldable iPhone will reportedly offer a 5.5-inch outer display, giving you a familiar one-handed smartphone experience for everyday use. Open it up, and you're looking at around 7.6 to 7.8 inches of old screen real estate on the inside, just shy of the 8.3-inch iPad mini. That instantly changes how you can use an iPhone. More immersive video, more comfortable reading, and new multitasking possibilities that just don't exist on a standard phone. Despite the larger canvas, Apple is rumored to be pushing for extreme thinness. Leaks suggest the iPhone Fold will measure about 4.5 millimeters when unfolded and roughly 9 to 9.5 millimeters when closed, which would make it the thinnest iPhone Apple has ever made and even thinner than the 13-inch iPad Pro when opened. To make such a slim, foldable, durable, Apple is said to be using a titanium chassis in key structural areas, with aluminum used in less stressed regions to help with heat dissipation and weight reduction. Titanium is already used in Apple's premium products, and here it becomes critical for resisting bending and torsion over thousands of folds. Internally, Apple reportedly evaluated multiple form factors over the years, including a clamshell design that folds vertically and horizontal fold concepts that opened into larger tablet-like layouts. After years of testing, the company settled on this book-style device with both an outer display and a large inner panel, making it functional, whether open or closed. One of the largest challenges that has plagued foldable devices from other brands is the display creased the visible line down the center of the screen where it folds. Apple apparently waited to ship a foldable until it could substantially solve this problem. According to leaks, the 2026 foldable iPhone will feature a crease that is nearly invisible when viewed straight on, with a crease depth under 0.15 millimeters and a crease angle below 2.5 degrees. Those numbers point to a much flatter, smoother fold line that should be harder to see and feel than what you get on most current foldables. To achieve this, Apple is reportedly using ultra-thin glass supplied by Lens Technology, with Corning providing raw materials. On top of that, Apple is said to have developed a new material property and a custom display stack that integrates touch sensors directly into the old panel. This integrated touch process is believed to reduce thickness by about 19%, resulting in a lighter display module that still meets Apple's demanding standards for rigidity, brightness, and power efficiency. There are also reports of a structural glass mid-frame under the panel to help distribute stress, and a color filter on encapsulation layer, combined with a circular polarizer to improve color purity and light. Transmission. The Hinge is another area where Apple is expected to differentiate itself. Instead of relying solely on traditional metals, Apple is rumored to be using liquid metal, amorphous metal, in the hinge mechanism. Liquid metal is known for its exceptional resistance to bending, deformation, and denting, outperforming even titanium alloys in some respects. It has a smooth, stainless steel-like appearance, but a much tougher internal structure created through rapid heating and cooling during manufacturing. By combining liquid metal with titanium and stainless steel, Apple is aiming to build a high-precision hinge that not only improves durability, but also supports the crease-minimizing display design. The result should be a fold that feels solid, precise, and premium, while keeping the internal display as flat as possible. Early dummy units, and 3D printed mock-ups of the iPhone Fold, based on leaked dimensions, show a device with a short, wide, book-like footprint when open and a tall, compact profile when closed. The inner screen spans roughly 7.6 to 7.8 inches, while the outer cover display is about 5.5 inches. On the back, there's a raised camera island that does not extend across the entire width of the device, housing 2 camera lenses instead of the 3 typically found on Apple's Pro-level iPhones. The chassis is notably thin, reflecting Apple's apparent obsession with keeping this foldable sleek rather than bulky. While these mock-ups are not official, they align closely with the repeated claims from multiple leakers and analysts. Color options for the first, foldable iPhone are rumored to be deliberately conservative. Rather than experimenting with bright or flashy finishes, Apple is expected to stay away from fun colors and instead offer classic space gray, black, and silver white styles. This restrained palette reinforces the idea that the iPhone Fold is a premium, professional-grade flagship rather than a playful, mid-range gadget. One of the biggest compromises Apple has to make to hit such an aggressive thinness target is in the biometric system. The device is simply too thin to accommodate the full TrueDepth camera system used for Face ID on current iPhones. As a result, the foldable iPhone is expected to drop Face ID entirely and adopt Touch ID instead. Authentication will reportedly be handled via a Touch ID sensor integrated into the side power button, similar to what Apple currently does on certain iPad models. There will still be front-facing cameras on both the outer and inner screens, likely a hole-punch camera on the outside and an under-display camera on the inside, but these will be dedicated to imaging. Rather than Face ID. Camera hardware on the foldable iPhone is shaping up to be powerful, though slightly more restrained than on the Pro Max flagship. On the back, leaks suggest a dual camera system with a main lens and an ultra-wide lens, both rumored to be 48 megapixels. There is no telephoto lens, which is one of the trade-offs required to keep the device thin and light. Even so, a pair of 48MP sensors should deliver plenty of detail, flexibility for cropping, and excellent low-light performance through pixel binning. Building on Apple's experience with 48MP cameras in the current iPhone line, the front-facing camera setup is equally interesting. On the outer display, users are expected to get a single hole-punch camera for selfies and video calls. On the inner display, rumors point toward an under-display camera with a resolution of up to 24 megapixels, which would be an industry-leading number for this type of technology. Many Android foldables that use under-display cameras compromise heavily on resolution and image quality, but Apple appears to be targeting a higher-end solution. Combined, the system would feature 4 total cameras, 2 on the back, 1 on the outer screen, and 1 hidden beneath the inner display. Powering all of this will be Apple's A20 chip, built on TSMC's 2 nanometers process. This next-generation architecture allows Apple to pack more transistors into the same space, significantly boosting both performance and efficiency. Early expectations suggest that the A20 could be up to 15% faster and around 30% more power efficient than the A19 series. Apple is also rumored to be using wafer-level multi-chip module WMCM packaging for the first time in an iPhone, integrating RAM directly on the same wafer as the CPU, GPU, and neural engine. This cutting-edge packaging approach can reduce latency, improve thermal characteristics, and deliver major gains for machine learning, multitasking, and on-device Apple Intelligence features.